1 week. That's all you've got. You're tired, maybe stressed, maybe even behind. Maybe you're looking at the last exam and you're thinking, how am I gonna pull this off? But here's the truth. You can go up 1 grade in 7 days. You just need a plan that actually works. One that's focused, realistic, and doesn't make you burnt out. Let's get into it. Let's make it clear. This isn't about cramming it all in 1 week. You can't do that. This is about being strategic. Most people just waste their time revising the exact same thing that they've already just done like a couple seconds ago. And then they say, on the exam day I'll do it. I hope I'll get it right. Those sort of things. Let me tell you something. If you can't do it now, you're not gonna get it right in the exam. So instead, what you need to do is identify your specific weak areas. Just hold on for a minute. Let me give you a 7-day guide of exactly what to do. Day 1, you're gonna diagnose where your problems are. If you already know, great, move on to day 2. But this is day 1. Pick 1 recent past paper. Hopefully you haven't done it. And sit down, do it in time condition. Then mark it properly. Go through the mark scheme, use some of my videos to help you explain how I broke down the mark scheme in this video. Go through the mark scheme and be really harsh with yourself. If you didn't get that mark exactly, cross it out. Make sure you don't get the mark. Make sure you note down any topics you got wrong, any silly mistakes you've made, any questions you didn't manage to finish, and any key terms or phrases you missed. Write these down. These are your priority zones. And the next 3 days, what are you gonna do? You're gonna drill them into your head. Every day, pick 1 or 2 of these weaker topics and go hard. Not for 6 hours, but for 90 minutes of focused revision. Maybe you could break it down even more. You could do 45 minutes and then take a 15-minute break. Just make sure it's manageable for you. Make sure you can do all of that time being really, really, really focused. And how do you do it? You might ask me, Richard, I know I need to go, but how do I do it? Let me explain how. First of all, let's say you're doing something like science or maths or something that's answer-based, not essay-based. Then, for example, maths or sciences, go watch a video on YouTube. I find that really helpful. Some people are just so good at explaining things and you will just get it like that. And you'll be able to get this visual walkthrough and you'll be able to watch it as many times as you want. Once you really understand it, ask yourself, why does that happen? And if you don't understand this part, go back to another topic, make sure you've covered the fundamentals before you cover this topic. And then go to, for example, Save My Exams or Physics and Maths Tutor, go to their topic questions. Everywhere has topic questions. Look up the topic and do 2 or 3 questions on that topic. You can use ChatGPT or DeepSeek, whatever you want, to figure out what topics you're meant to write. Again, make sure to mark them and make sure to write down any key phrases you keep seeing in these topics. For example, there's so many in like sciences, a lot of them are just 1 mark, are all the same. If you get the same question exam, it's gonna work. The same things are gonna work every single time. Make sure to memorize them. They are gold. But what if you really, really, really don't get the content? And that's where you could use Brilliant to help you secure that grade you need. Brilliant helps you get smarter every day with thousands of interactive lessons in maths, sciences, programming, data analysis, and even AI. So if you're stuck on something like rearranging formulas in maths or even coding in computer science, you can dive straight into short, clear, and really concise lessons that explain it step by step. It kind of feels like you're solving a puzzle, not just reading a textbook. I'm actually using it right now in my A-levels because I find my coding in my computer science course to be a quite challenging part for me. To be honest, I love how Brilliant makes it so easy to keep consistent, which is essential for any skill that you want to master, including coding. If you want to actually understand the topic you're revising this week and working towards a grade 9 for free for 30 days, visit brilliant.org/revisewithrichard or scan the QR code on screen, or you can even head to the link in the description. You'll also get 20% off an annual premium subscription. Basically, try it for free this week. Right? There's nothing to lose. Does this help you with your exams? Maybe it could even help you in the future with some of the A-levels or other courses. If you're not in year 11, some of your GCSEs when you get there. Trust me, if I had this in year 11, it would have saved me so much time. It would teach me how to be consistent, which you absolutely need when you're trying to revise for your GCSEs. Okay, now just before we start day 6, here's a bonus tip for you. Try blurting. Write everything you remember on a piece of paper, then fill in the gaps. Repeat this every single day, and I promise you, this actually helps so much because you just keep actively recalling all of the information. Okay, and now we're on to day 6. Try another full paper, doing the same subject that you were. Mark it and then see whether you've improved. If you've improved, great, that's incredible. If not, spot why did you go wrong? Are you making the same mistakes? Are you losing marks in the wording? It's all a feedback loop that helps you when you go to your exam. Now, day 7, last day, just before your exam. Today's not about cramming everything because you've already crammed in the past 7 days. What you need to do is you need to take it light and make sure you cover everything that you did not get. And when I mean everything, if you think, oh, this ain't gonna come off on the exam, it will come off on the exam, okay? So what I mean, you should go through some flashcards. If you haven't made flashcards, try make some flashcards. If not, don't worry, use some online. Rewatch some of the confusing concepts, maybe on YouTube to help you, and do 1 or 2 tricky questions. So make sure you refresh that in your head. And make sure you pack your bag. Don't forget your calculator to maths, if it's a calculator exam, of course. Sleep early and make sure to breathe. You got this. Remember, you're not trying to learn something new. You're trying to lock in the stuff you just learned. Okay, here you go. Here's 3 final tips for you after the week's ended. Remember, don't chase perfection. You don't need to get 100% to get a grade 9 or even grade 7 or whatever grade you're aiming for. You just need the mark. You don't need to answer everything perfectly. You just need to get 1 mark here or 1 mark there. And then over time, that's gonna build up. If you need 10 marks in 10 questions, I just don't know how to do it. I didn't answer it. If you even get 1 mark on each of them, bang, you've already got up to the next grade. Tip number 2, make sure you look at the mark scheme. They are gold. That is literally what the examiner is going to be looking at when they're marking your paper. So if you just write exactly what's on it, how can they not give you the mark? And tip number 3, look after your brain. Get some sunlight, eat proper meals. Don't just forget about everything else and just think, I gotta revise these last 7 days to get the grades I need. Remember, don't pull an all-nighter. Your brain needs the rest so it can recall what you remembered. So there you go, 1 week, 1 grade. If you're focused, if you're consistent, if you're smart about it, that grade will be yours. Good luck, you've got this. And if you need me, make sure to subscribe and drop a comment down below because I'll definitely respond to them if I can. Good luck.